What's the motherfucking deal, SauceNation? This your boy Ed Honcho, aka at the real Ed Honcho. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter if you just want those delicious, just saucy flavored sports takes. You can catch me at Sauce Sports HTX on Twitter. And you know what I'm saying? I am the Houston homer. I am your Houston homeboy, and this is Sauce Sports. If you don't know what Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas, because there's some little Houstons all over the map, some old no-name Houstons, but we're talking about Houston, motherfucking Texas homer channel. So we're talking about the Texans, the Astros, the Rockets, the Dynamo, the Dash. And I got to get my Astros game up, and I got to get my Dynamo game up. I got something special coming up with the Astros for those of you who've been asking me. I'm going to do a live stream soon. We're going to chop it up about some things. Especially, I want to do it today because I think it's the All-Star game or whatever's going on today, or at least during the All-Star break. But today, as you can see, we inside NRG. That means we're talking about the Texans. So if you're not a Texans fan, I suggest you get up out of here immediately because we're going to be splashing flavor all over the place. You might not like the taste. You get in your mouth, I don't like the taste. Guess what? We're going to put it in your mouth. So that's how we're getting down with it. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about some things, some guys that I haven't really been getting a lot of love to. Don't ask me why the dreads are all crazy. I got tired of just doing whatever. They looking weird. But anyway, don't judge me. So today we want to talk about some guys that I don't give a lot of love to, but extremely, extremely key pieces to the Texans and the Texans' success. Special teams guys, primarily special team players, only special team players. So we're talking about kickers and snappers. Really a snapper and two kickers. Punter, a kicker, a snapper, however you want to address it, whatever. I call punters and kickers the same shit. A lot of people don't got love for kickers. A lot of people don't got love for punters, but they are integral to the success of a team. So, think about it like that the Bengals game last year. Without the kicking, we were out of there. You know what I'm saying? Especially like with that offense. The special teams was we give them a lot of flack. They weren't just necessarily that good. But you got to realize how bad that offense was. The positions that, special teams was in a lot of time. But, that's more so the tackling, the more so, wrapping up, doing those things, not getting out of position, not getting out of your lane, things like that. That's not stuff that you necessarily can place on the kicker, that you can place on a punter or a snapper or something like that. Now, if the snap gets botched or something like that, then that's on him. But let's talk about him just for a second individually and give him a little bit of love. So we can talk about, first let's talk about the old head. Old man Lechler. Old Sugar Shane Lechler. That dude has been in the league longer than some of you members of the SauceNation have been alive. That dude has been in the league since 2000. And that's crazy to me that people were actually born after the year 2000. Yes, I'm an 80s baby. Don't judge me. Anyway, this is a judgment. No, it's not. It's not a judgment-free zone. We talk shit about anybody. But, I like Shane Lechler. I think he's a solid guy. Texas boy. I want to say went to A&M. Was raised in Texas, and now he's back home in Houston. I think that that's part of the reason why he's still here. But like I said, I think he's a good guy. Old, 40, 41 years old. But if he's still doing what he's got to do, then you can't knock it because there's some other guys that are up there that are still prime time players, and those are the guys that took care of their bodies, the guys that just did those things that there's not very many of them. Once you get past 35, you don't see a lot of really 33, 34, you start seeing it falling off. But the guy's had longevity in the league. He's been successful. But, of course, it's different for, punters and kickers because you're not putting your body through the ringer like a lot of those other guys. And people are like, hey, all you do is punt. You just kick. That's all you got to do. And yeah, that's what you expect from these guys. But when it goes awry, you have problems. But I really don't recall a lot of shanks or I'm trying to just go over it in my mind. And I can't just think of nothing immediately. I'm sure there's been something. But as far as, I don't just recall Lechler really just fucking up too much. To me, he's just not, like I say, not the greatest, but he's consistent. You know what you're going to get from him, and it's always quality consistency. And then let's talk about Weeks for a second, Jon Weeks. I'm going to tell a little funny story about Jon Weeks because it's not a whole lot you can say about a long slapper to me, because these guys are specialists. So they do one job, but they're damn good at their job. Jon Weeks, I want to say he was a Baylor guy, came in undrafted off the street basically. But a funny story about Jon Weeks, I want to say around what was it? I want to say it was earlier this year. It was at Kroger. It was around the playoffs. And I want to say it was when we were going to play the Patriots. And I see this lady in a Jon Weeks jersey. I've never seen anybody in a Jon Weeks jersey. I'm sitting there thinking like, man, this lady must be a super Texans fan. She must be legit. Like if she's rooting for Jon Weeks, if she's related or she's a super fan or something like this. So I go up to her and say, hey, man, so what do you think? We going to win today? And she's like, huh? Like, you got a Texas jersey on, we played. I want to say it was the day of the game. And I said, you think we're going to win or something like that, just making conversation. And she's like, oh, I don't know who this is. I just got the jersey because it was Houston. I'm from Chicago. I was disgusted. Like, I wanted to cuss that lady out. Like, you motherfucker. But anyway, I can't, that wouldn't have been polite. They'd definitely probably arrested me for verbally accosting that woman, for disrespecting the Texan sauce. But anyway, hey, if you're promoting, if you repping, if you're coming from Chi-Town and you just want to rep, hey, go with it. I ain't gonna even be mad at you. Now I think I ain't gonna be mad at you. Hey, you got to start somewhere. And so, but yeah, I thought that was funny because of Jon Weeks. I'm like, man, she must be you got to be a really solid Texans fan to represent a Weeks there. Either you're related or you're a fan. But whatever. So, like I say, but Jon Weeks, Pro Bowl guy, like I say, off the street, Pro Bowl long snapper, and a lot of people say, oh, you got to do is snap the ball. But hey, you've seen plenty of time when those snaps go awry, and that shit can lose you a game. That shit can lose you momentum. That shit can lose you a lot of things. That's a difficult thing to do, especially when you got guys trying to rush to block kicks or block punts or whatever, and you got them lined up right. Well, I think now you can't line up directly over the center or something like that. I got to go back and make sure exactly. You can't jump over. Some other little things. But you got to deal with that because you got to get that ball off. And it's not like a regular sim where you're just going, maybe a couple of inches, a foot or so. But if you're talking about several feet, a significant distance in a proper direction and at the right angle. So it's not necessarily like a hand-to-hand exchange like most snaps are, you put that wrist on your nuts or however they do it and hand the ball off to the QB. It's an awkward thing to me. Could never play that position, but hey, whatever. You got to respect the center. But, as a long snapper, it is a difficult job because, like I said, there's a lot of pressure coming. You got to think about it as a center. You're firing off the ball. You like I say, you're handing off a quick little handoff to the QB, and you're blocking. But you got to make sure that ball is getting accurately placed in the hands of the holder so that, or to the kicker, whoever it may be, so that it can be distributed in the proper manner off of someone's foot. Okay, so now, speaking of that, let's talk about the last one, Jack, the last specialist I want to speak on. And before we do all that, I meant to, got to do a little bit of self-promotion. Let me hit that there. Go get the shirt. Dripping flavor, you know what I'm saying? Drip City, it's the HTOWN SauceNation shirt, you know what I mean? It's the skyline with the drip on it, the extended drip for extra sauce, so go cop that. All you got to do is go to SauceSports.com and it'll automatically redirect you to the link to get the, to go check it out. Only selling 25 of them. I think it's less than 20 left. So, if you got love for SauceNation, I appreciate the support. All of those, just hit me up, say you like to, just got some stuff going on right now. I appreciate that, man. If you just share it with a friend or just show some love, man, even if you don't do anything, if you just check out the videos and thumbs them, if you check out the videos and thumb them down, I don't care, man. If you just coming in, and like I say, because time is so precious, you just spending a few minutes with me daily, even if you don't watch the whole video, you don't get the shirt, I don't care, but I would really appreciate the support because like I say, I want to improve the flavor of the sauce. Y'all are the ingredients, but I want to improve the flavor. But, go check guys out, SauceSports.com. You'll get the official first SauceNation limited edition, literally limited edition, because, everybody don't want to see everybody wearing the same shit as them. But limited edition SauceNation shirt. Only selling 25. Like I say, I think it's less than 20 left. I have to go back and check exactly how many are left. But like I say, thank y'all to everyone who's already copped one and shown some love. And like, man, I appreciate y'all. But let's get back to the topic at hand. The topic at hand is Nick Novak. And Nick Novak's a solid guy. I had a couple of misses last year. Still a solid guy. I don't have many complaints about the guy. He's consistent. He's, like I say, not the best, but he's up there. He's an upper tier kicker. I guess you could say. I guess he's an upper tier guy. Consistent, like I say, because I think he had like 5 or 6 misses last year. But with guys like that, like I said, that Cincinnati game, we don't win that without him. There's a couple other games that we did with that the ineptitude that was going on with that offense. Excuse me, I can't talk today. All that shit that was going on with that offense. You need those guys. You need solid consistency out of the kicking position. I want to say yes a little bit. When it gets a little bit over 50, that's when the struggles come in a little bit. But if we can keep it in there, like I said, if we can keep it short into the distance 40 and some change, I think he's a solid guy. Anything under 50, he's almost automatic. I think just when you get to that 50-plus range, that's when you kind of start to worry. He becomes a little less accurate. But like I say, overall, still like the guy. I have no complaints about any of those specialists. Like I say, Lechler, Novak, Weeks, I like them all. You can't ask for more. Pro Bowl long snapper, that means you're the best at snapping. You know what I mean? That's a damn good thing to come off the street and be the best at your position or one of the best at your position. That's dope to me. Anyway, but like I said, man, this is a commentary. This is all about you guys. You guys are the ingredients that make this flavor so fresh. So I like to know your opinions. Definitely we could think about fat kicker Randy Bullock, and definitely say that Novak's an upgrade over that. But just thinking about it, like, who would you say, when it comes to those guys, kickers, punter, who is your favorite punter? Who is your favorite kicker in Texans history? Do you think the guys that we have now are consistent? Do you think that we need to make some changes? And we got another guy in the wings, and like I said, I don't know exactly a lot about him, so I'm not speaking on him. Fairbairn. So whenever he gets some shine, whenever he gets some chance, we'll see what he's working with. This shit looks like a fucking crazy antenna. But anyway, like I said, SauceNation, man, I got nothing but love for y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be cool. If you're new to the channel, this is, your first time getting a little bit of the flavor, please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share it with your friends. Show some love. Like I said, we're going to talk Texans Monday through Friday. We're going to talk Rockets a lot. I got some new game that we're going to talk these Stros, because there's no reason I'm not talking about the Astros. Even though I just don't, like I'm not a baseball guy, so it's a lot of stuff that I don't know about, but we're going to fix that. I promise we're going to fix that. Like I say, with that being said, SauceNation, do sup. It's your boy Ed Honcho, SauceSports.com. Go to the Facebook page, Facebook.com, SauceSports. That's where you get the quicker updates. SauceSports HTX on Twitter, all that other good shit. SauceSports.com. Go cop the shirt, man. Show your boy some love. I appreciate it. Do sup. I'm out, SauceNation. Y'all be cool.